This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Asheville, North Carolina on July 27th. We've got you beating Don Kernoodle. On the 28th, you're at Legion Stadium in Wilmington, North Carolina. It'll be Ricky and Robert taking on yourself and Ole. On the 29th, you're doing another taping in Rock Hill, South Carolina. You and Ole will get a win over Mike Samani and Rocky Kernoodle. You're also going to have another outing here where Ricky and Robert wrestle yourself and Ole, and it's a DQ. When you pull down the top rope, causing Gibson to fall over to the top rope down to the floor. And after the match, the Andersons would attack Morton and Gibson until Todd Champion, the Italian Stallion, and other preliminary wrestlers come out to tend to Morton and Gibson. And then, believe it or not, triple duty. You're back out there in a dark match. Dusty, Ricky, and Robert taking on Tully, Arn, and Ole 3 times in the same night, bud. It's a lot of wrestling.
I bet when they saw us come out of there for the 3rd time, there was a lot of fingers in their throat. Oh, not again. Good God. Don't you think?
I don't know, man. You know, you guys had heat. I mean, it probably just continued to build throughout the night, but I do want to ask what you thought of that as a finish, where you pull down the top rope that causes Gibson to fall over onto the floor, and therefore that's the DQ. What do you think about that whole top rope deal?
Well, that or throwing someone over the top, I thought was about as good for that time, about as good a DQ as you could have. Because as you remember, there was no pads on the floor.
That's right.
It was cement. So to throw a guy over the top, which is in those days was a big bump. Now you got to remember the era where, you know, guys weren't doing moonsaults out to the floor. They weren't doing superplexes and all that stuff and diving over the top rope. So to throw a guy over the top rope intentionally or in some form for a DQ, I thought it made sense. Because, brother, let me tell you something on a very real note. You could take a textbook bump over the top. And the way to do that is you hook the top rope, you know, in the crook of your arm, between your forearm and your bicep, and you just ride it over, and you would land kind of on your heels and on your butt and then on your back. And brother, when you smack that concrete, man, it was so easy to get a heel bruise. I don't know if you've ever had one, but they're very painful.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.